Hey everyone, welcome to another GeoGuessr Speedrun video. Today I'm showing you guys my newest world record time in the United States. This time I managed to break the 5 minutes barrier and ended up with a time of 4:28. I'm really happy with this time. The previous world record was my 5:06 from a few months ago. But without any further ado, I'm going to play back the video here and walk through my thought process for each round. I hope you guys enjoy it. So we kicked off the first round with a location in a desert sort of town here. I checked the street signs and they were actually really useful. It said Boulder City, home of the Hoover Dam, or something to that effect, which was very helpful. Otherwise I would not have been exactly sure where Boulder City would be, but I found it there on the map, and now it's just a matter of finding Wyoming Street and Avenue D. Eventually I found Avenue D, and there's Wyoming up there. And so I had it on the wrong side at first, but then I eventually figured out we'd be just kind of up there next to the Grace Christian Academy. And so that was our first 5K with 35 seconds. Second one, we had the Wisconsin state flag right there. So that told me the state right off the bat. Again, in a sort of small town here, I went east looking for some road numbers, something to that effect. And eventually here I found the end of the 173 and junction with 73, so I went into the map, saw 73, luckily kind of fast. Then I had to find the 173, and then I would assume that we were in the town of Nakusa. And then back at the start, we knew we started in front of that sort of oddly shaped building, which was the Nakusa Coated Products building, whatever that is. And so that's our second round. Third round here looked a lot like Alaska. And then we jumped into this sort of coverage. This is official coverage, but it's a terrible camera that Google used to cover Anchorage and Fairbanks recently, which is a dead giveaway for those cities. I assumed it was going to be Anchorage because it looked pretty large, but the question of finding these streets in a large city was kind of concerning, so I decided to head to my west and look for some other landmarks that could help me narrow down where in the city we were. And then in the distance you can see a sort of roundabout and a overpass thing here with 76th Street pointed out on that sign, which was useful. You can see 76th right there, and then Lore Road as well. So it was going to be somewhere along there. And there's that roundabout that I made it to. So then I had to go back to the start because I had already forgotten the street names there. But this one was Zurich, so I scanned around and there it was. And that's our third 5K. Round 4 was our first rural location. We started at 75 and A, if you guys did not catch those street signs at the very start. But I went south down this road and made it into this town. And I was hoping to find a mileage sign or the name of a town or something to figure out where we were. And luckily, as you're about to see here, leaving town, heading south, there was an excellent sign pointing us to some very recognizable cities. Most notably, Omaha, Nebraska, and Blair is a city a little bit north of it. So you can see it right there. I assumed we would have been around the town of Herman based on the mile numbers there. And again, we're at 75 and A. So Highway 75 is that road, and then A, you can see it there just north of Herman. And so that was our starting point. And that's round number 4. So going into round number 5, I was really optimistic about this, and especially ending up in another sort of suburban area here was really reassuring. The trash cans there said City of Logan and something county, so Logan is up there in northern Utah. I couldn't remember exactly, but I found it in the end. So I was hoping we would actually be in the city of Logan here to make things a little easier, but as you're about to see, things were not that simple. So we were at Main and 100 East. Now you can see 100 East there, and I was looking for Main Street, but I did not see any main streets. They were all numbered roads in the hundreds like Utah usually does. So then it was a question of, well, which town around Logan are we going to be in? And I was very concerned I wouldn't be able to figure that out in time. That we did have some road numbers here which were very useful, putting us at the end of the Utah 101 highway. Which I spotted down there, and the 23 as well. So we were in Wellsville, Utah, and we were sort of between two cross streets here. Looking that way, I was sort of like 2 or 3 houses away from 200 North, or east actually, and that was the last round with a 5K. So the final time there, 4:28.65. Really happy with this game. Thankfully, we had a lot of urban locations, which definitely made things more manageable. But overall, I'm very happy with this. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.